All right, y'all, what's going on? GoofyRhexxi here. Hope everybody is doing well, and wanted to touch on this subject today, and it is why you should not skip side missions, any side missions in Marvel Future Revolution. So earlier in the beginning soft launch, and also especially at the global release of Future Revolution, players asked this question: hey, how can I level up, get to level 100 as fast as possible? And a lot of our recommendations as content creators was, like, I'm putting myself in that boat, was, hey, skip the side missions, which are the green and the yellow missions in your in like New York City, Xanderth, Hydra. Skip those green and yellow missions and only focus on the main purple missions, which are your main missions, until you get to Midgardia, and then you can focus on the side missions because they give you higher experience points, and the experience points that you're getting from, let's say, Xanderth, New York City, and Hydra really aren't that good and aren't going to help to progress your character to level 100 as fast as possible. Now, I do still believe that that's the case. If you want to fast track yourself all the way up to level 100 quicker, then that definitely is going to be the better way to go about doing it. But I do think that you're missing out on some other key maybe resources that could definitely help you, especially as a free-to-play player. There are some things that I think like you're kind of skipping out on a little bit by not doing some of those side missions even at the earlier onset. So yes, I do agree. Let's pull this up and I'll talk about what I mean here. So let's pull up records, let's go into the activity log, and let's click on, let's say, New York City. So you have your epic missions here, which of course you know what these are already. These are your main missions. These are going to give you the highest experience points. That's going to help you to level up your character. Some of these missions you're going to be able to get some of these pieces as well, like the regional pieces, and then you can get some earlier sort of costumes as well, you know, boxes, potential, things like that. But then these side missions, especially in New York City, they kind of do give some underwhelming rewards. But I will say that there are some of these rewards that are in these side missions, even in the earlier onset, while they don't give you great experience points, like this 3,760 experience points, it's not great. It's not great, right? But you're still getting some other valuable items here that I think will help you in the long run. And as a free-to-play player, you need to get all the resources that you possibly can to help you in the overall game experience. So for instance, in this mission, Power Core 2, which is a side mission, I would get 15 of these squad power upgrade materials, which is the Fury classified data. As you know, as you start progressing through the game, you kind of get squad locked a little bit, and you have to increase your squad rank. And as you increase your squad rank, you're also able to increase your squad power. And part of that is in order for you to increase your squad power, you need items like this squad power upgrade material. So that definitely does help. By doing these smaller missions, hey, not great experience points, not even great goal, even though the goal will accumulate and tend to add up, but you're still getting some other things like these squad power upgrade materials. You're also getting some of these little lower level badges, which aren't great as well, but you can use those badges as, let's say, to crunch them. You can crunch those badges, and then you can get Convergium, which you're going to need to upgrade or to combine cores. You're going to need it to upgrade your costumes. You're going to need Convergium, Unstable Convergium, then Stable Convergium, and then the Crystallized Convergium. You're going to need all these different pieces. So I think that it's beneficial even to still go through all the side missions and grab, like, once again, this mission right here, we're getting the PIMS research log, which is another squad power upgrade material that you can use to upgrade your squad power, which once again affects your overall team and all the characters that you currently have or that you're going to be using, because you're going to not just upgrade your main character, right? You're going to work on some alternate characters as well. The goal in this game, the ultimate goal, is to get all characters, all of the characters, all 8 of them, well, soon to be 9 of them, right? Because we know magic is coming. You're going to be you want to get all of them to level 100. And this just, in my opinion, helps with the overall game experience by getting some of these early materials. Even this med kit right here, this level 2 med kit. Hey, it's not great. It's not fantastic, but you can put this into storage, and then later on when you're upgrading alternate characters, then you can use that level 2 med kit on one of your alternate characters, right? So granted, it's not great, but it's still helpful, and it's better to do it when you're going through these earlier missions. It's better to do it then than doing what I had to do, which was get Doctor Strange all the way to level 100. I'm doing these higher blitzes, I'm doing these higher raids, these extreme raids, these ultimate raids, and I'm like, oh shoot, you know what? Now I got to jump back to doing these side missions so that I can get some of these other resources that I missed out on. Which, hey, did it really impact the flow of my character? Probably not, but overall, when I'm leveling up these alternate characters, these are some med kits that I could get here that I wouldn't have to spend my gold to get later on. So it just overall helps me, and definitely the squad power for sure. Like I don't want to spend money to get squad power materials. So if I can get these squad power materials by going through these little side missions, it helps out even better. Another thing to pay attention to here is there are these activity logs, right? And as you go through these different activities, these different things like killing certain mobs like Ultron Assaulter, Ultron Sharpshooter, Red Support, Ultron Pod. If you jump to like Hydra, there are these other little villains that you can beat here too. And as you continue to beat these different sort of villains, each one, if you beat this one, if I beat this one all the time, I'll get like this resource right here to get another med kit. For some of these other mobs, you get other things like squad power again. So and then here I'm getting unstable conversion, which once again you're gonna need. This is core box right here. Now, granted, I don't think that you're gonna have to go after finishing and getting and doing all the villain logs. I don't think. Here's what I'm saying. I don't think you need to try to force yourself to complete and kill all of these mobs all at once. You're probably gonna do this naturally by getting through, by using your alt characters. But if you're kind of skipping out on some of these side missions, when mobs like this or villains like this spawn, you may potentially not complete a mission. This is weird. I'm 24 out of 20, but I don't have the check mark here. That's kind of weird, right? But this, once again, if you're not, I'm not losing my train of thought here. But as you continue to go, as you do and level up your alts and go through these side missions, you're going to be able to complete these different activities, and you're going to be able to grab some of these other little pieces that you need, like your squad power again. By beating Ultron Assaulter, I was able to get, squad power. I was able to get a costume box. I was able to get another level 1 med kit here. I was able to get some more squad upgrade materials. I was able to get some more squad upgrade materials here. So overall, what I'm saying is that you don't skip side missions. They definitely help. They give some decent resources here that you can use either on your main character or use it on your ultimate character. It gives you these squad rank upgrade materials. You can get some costume boxes by beating some of these other mobs. These are really good things, in my opinion, that are definitely valuable and that you should be doing as you're upgrading your character. So don't rush. I don't feel like there's a reason that you have to rush to get through the content here. I think that there's value in going through all of the side missions, getting those little resources. They add up. They are some of the stuff you can put into storage and use on alternate characters. And I just think in general, from a free-to-play perspective, it's best to get everything that you can and not skip out on something just because you're trying to force yourself or rush to get to level 100. Listen, appreciate you guys watching the video. Thank you guys so much. Y'all be blessed. Hey, y'all be safe.